Hello all, Onigato here for Oni in the Garden, and we're going to start with the bok choy. So I planted it out a couple of weeks ago, and it looked okay for a couple of days. Kind of wilty, but that was to be expected, going from purely aqueous growth medium to something with dirt. And I checked on it a couple of days later, and the root base had started to rot out from underneath it. So pulled the leaves that were still alive off of the rotting root and retransplanted them into a different location. Some of them are doing okay, others are not, so I'm going to have to get in there and play with them a little bit, see what I can figure out. The old beans are, well, pretty well toast, obviously, but we've got some onions come up, they look really good. So that's nice. I've got to go in here and weed. Some of these things may actually be things that I want to keep though, or at least transplant. The leaf sections that weren't so good ended up in here. They're a little grody, but you know, composting. These strawberries are looking pretty good. This thing here, I'm not sure what it is. It's not like any onion I've ever seen. It might be a garlic, maybe. Can somebody tell me, maybe? Fairly flat leaves, but it's bulbous too. Over here, I've got a blossom on this strawberry already, which is kind of cool. So, might actually start getting some strawberries here shortly. Oregano and chocolate mint still need to get in there. I'm going to have time this afternoon to pull things apart. I'm about 90% certain that those are something I planted. Exactly what? I'm not so sure. They should, from the space, be bell peppers. They don't look like bell peppers. So, the lemongrass looks deader than dead. I've peeled back a couple of the stalks. There is some green life underneath there, though, so it should bounce back. Fern, dead. The flower pot, bouncing, sort of. And then over here, for the apple, I think I'm going to lop off this side branch. Go ahead and put a comment down below if you have any ideas. But you can just kind of see if it'll make it out at all. Focus. Buds. So, it wintered. It's thinking about coming up. So, and there's not much looking over here. But if you get underneath those leaves, begonias, there's something going on in there. The aloe, there's one stalk that looks like it's intact, but it should come up just fine once the weather clears. And the mums, well, they're mumming along. Don't care too much about them. Over here, the lemon, well, it's temperature's been back down in the low 30s again, and this poor thing has just been beat to hell and back. So I don't know if I'm going to get anything out of it. Still got some green down low, you see towards the root straw section there, but it looks like it's actually dying back even higher on the main trunk. So I may get something out of it, I may not. If I don't, well, I got the seeds from a local barbecue place, so it's not like they cost me anything. Other than that, things are moving kind of slowly. It's tax time, and once we get our tax refund, I should have enough money to get myself some dirt. Finally finished putting together the raised bed, hopefully. I've got rock, I've got straw, I've even got some leaves in there for added mulch. So the only thing left is to put some dirt, some seeds, and give it some time. See what it does. The general plan is against the far edge, tall plants like corn and climbing beans, so I can run, thread or yarn of some sort up to the, here we go, run yarn from up there down to the actual body, let the beans just climb up on that, or maybe get some chicken wire and kind of just string it up, let them just climb that. Corn in front of that, and then I've got requests for at least 2 types of squash, and we'll put those in the very, very front. Plus I want to try to put cantaloupes again, and cucumbers, although the cucumbers will also climb if you let them. So with any luck, I might just put chicken wire all the way around on top and on the back side, maybe on the actual sides, and just let it create its own, canopy. We'll see what we get. Talk to y'all later.